Hello, welcome to Quackalope. Thank you for being here. Alex and I are going to be, I think, the first ever
obviously demolishing
to show
the
you losing Tidal Blades 2. I think that's what we're doing, right?
Obviously demolishing the tentacles.
We're diving into Scenario 1, Chapter 1 of Tidal Blades 2, which is titled Rise of the Unfolders, which is going to be, I believe, and don't quote me on this, a 1 to 5 RPG cross dungeon
crawler with leveling up and stuff.
So Tidal Blades, I believe, is also working on an actual RPG core that is coming alongside this. Because in Tidal Blades 1, now if you're familiar with Tidal Blades 1, this is nothing like that.
Yes.
Nothing at all. Because this is taking the world, the lore, the characters, the artwork from, I believe this is Mr. Cutting.
You're saying that wrong. Cunningham.
No, it's Cuddington.
Cuddington, that's the one.
The absolute gorgeous artwork and world and lore building that they did in the very first one, and expanding it into a, dungeon crawl. I already have a preview out, you can go check that out, and we're going to swing into this. I've already demoed and ran it myself. This is your first time digging into the trenches.
I spent about 5 minutes learning how to play. I am confident, he says, nervously.
What you're confident with is the flavor text that's sitting next to you.
The flavor text. Do you want this or this? Where do you want me to go?
No. We got to go for the book.
The book. The book it is.
I love that I tricked
1.
Alex into come playing a story game with me.
This is a story game?
I'm so excited.
I'll see later.
No! Cheers echo across the gentle water from Trials Stadium. Hundreds of colorful banners
adorn the crowded floating platforms and staircases, all bustling with activity in the midday heat. As the newly appointed Tidal Blades, this is your first real break since your accelerated training in the Citadel. It's a strange and sudden change of pace, but your sore muscles are thankful for the rest. Don't like this, Cayman grunts, squinting in the blinding sun. See there? Outposts are deserted. Most coral guards were deployed to the Fold's Edge by this morning's decree, Eco says without looking away from a book. This far south, risks of an attack are minimal. By the primeval salt, my friends, relax, Sagashi says, shoving a jellyfish smoothie into each of their hands. I don't know about you, but this is my first banner festival and I'm having a blast. Oh, Gaia stars, I've yet to try one. The chameleon veers towards a cart laden with golden fruit and the rest of the Tidal Blades exchange an amused glance. Sagashi has been upbeat lately. Apparently Drew, his pet isopod, sensed his lost wife's presence again in the fold. The fact that the fold, the hyperdimensional barrier that protects Naviri from an apocalyptic swarm of beasts on the brink of collapse, hasn't seemed to temper his enthusiasm. I kind of want to find out the backstory of everything else, because it's a little...
Oh, when it first came in,
yeah,
I was so excited by the lore book. Like,
I have no idea what's going on here, and I want to find out.
All of this, are you talking on camera or off camera?
No, on camera.
On camera?
Yeah,
you're talking
I want to find out.
About, like...
I'm saying, like, I don't know what happened to his wife's presence in the fold, and the hyperdimensional barrier, and Naviri, and the apocalyptic swarm of beasts.
Oh, dude, there's a ton of story here.
Okay, let's go after this. Dust sighs, struggling in her unwieldy ceremonial clothing. I know that as the new Tidal Blades we have traditional outfits to wear, but I swear those Trollian caps are not made for human heads. Battle gear would feel more natural. With a sharp harp, Axel warps out of thin air in front of Dust and rolls to his feet. Who needs battle gear when your whole body is a weapon, he grins. Check this out! Axel reappears a few paces away and throws a flurry of playful kicks at Kaiman's torso. The towering croc stands still, frowning flatly down at him. We shouldn't be using our shell shields for recreational purposes, Ego says. Although that was a masterful demonstration of time, leads Axel, son of praise. He sounds like a really fun guy at parties.
And he's a super fun guy at parties.
Suddenly the dock lurches underneath him. A horn echoes in the distance. Frightened shouts rise from the crowd all around them. Is the race over? Kaiman asks as the crowd around them scatters. Sagashi rushes back to the group in a panic. Spine squid, he pants, on the eastern dock!
Okay, do you want me to give you a little bit of context?
Sure.
Because I dove into the lore book of Tidal Blades 1, which I assume you kind of set off to the side and never looked back
I never played Tidal Blades 1.
You never played Tidal Blade once?
No.
You have to dive into Tidal Blade 1?
I haven't played Tidal Blades 1.
Alright. Well, for the record, Tidal Blades 1, you're familiar with it. It's going to be a worker placement dice rolling that gives you a lot of dice kind of growth and allocation. Nothing like this game. This game is a dungeon crawl. But in Tidal Blades 1,
they both have squishy food.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true. In Tidal Blades, the production quality was off the rails on both. It's going to be off the rails on both of them. This is a prototype, by the way, just for the record. In Tidal Blade 1, you were competing to become a Tidal Blade. A Tidal Blade is a guardian of this rift. This reef kind of island lives next to a big fissure in the atmosphere,
for me.
in the sky. Well,
they clearly became Tidal Blades.
Well, no, we are starting the campaign at their graduation ceremony at the end of the first game.
2 minutes ago, for all I know, they could have died.
No, they didn't. They didn't die.
I know that now.
The people who disappeared... the people who disappeared are actually going to be, and they're not all their parents, of course, but the people who disappeared are going to be the old cast, or the old guard of the Tidal Blades, that went into the rift to fight off the creatures that were coming through, and disappeared from existence.
If this playthrough doesn't have in the title, like, spoilers included, I'm gonna be
What?
solely
I'm
disappointed.
talking about the history of the game.
I know you are, and you ruined it for me.
Everyone that knows Tidal Blade 1 should know this lore.
If you tell me what happens in Spider-Man, I'm gonna kill you.
Oh, it was.
Oh, don't you dare! I will
very,
end this.
It was very. You can no longer read the comments to this video
Okay.
for the record, because it is going to be peppered with spoilers.
He's watched Spider-Man, I haven't, and apparently he doesn't mind giving spoilers with no warning.
What are you talking? All right,
They become Tidal Blades.
They are currently. You just read the book.
Unbelievable.
Let's start with the setup. So, at the end of that flavor text, a deadly spine squid has snuck past the dock's defenses and is threatening the Banner Festival. Well, this might be one with multiple tentacles. We don't know
that's
yet.
fair.
Act quickly to save the citizens from the beast. Spine squid tentacles. Figures, action deck, guide card, initiative token. We already have all that set up.
Well, we do need to correct your initiative to, I believe, 2, and this one's
Yours
at
is 2 as
4.
well.
Yeah, I'm at 2, and the Spine Squid starts at 4.
Okay, and
That's
I
the
am
starting
actually
initiative track.
I am actually 2+, so I'm slightly ahead of you. You're 2 basic.
Wow.
And over here on the chart, this is going to show the resources we need, and the game escalates for player count. It doesn't require you to always play 4 players like some other dungeon crawls. This is going to be one that actually adds enemies based on how many people you're playing with. So we already have that. We're not including one of the higher level spine squids. And then objective, defeat all the spine squid tentacles on the initial dock. Bonus objective, complete the scenario in 8 or less rounds to gain 1 bonus. Lose an XP if it takes 11 or more rounds, and then gather fruit, which you can use to heal and purchase valuable items. So you're going to want to get as much fruit as you can.
Just like in real life.
At the end of the round of all the tentacles are defeated, turn the page and read section 1.1. So we know it's not going to be quite over.
Can you pass me 8 of those little white tokens?
Certainly can.
Unless there's a round tracker I don't see here.
I don't currently have a round tracker.
Prototype. Again, prototype.
Yep. Do you want to give people a quick overview of what we're doing when it comes to our own player boards? And then...
Basic idea from the 5-minute overview I have over here is Dungeon Crawler. We're going to be wandering around, and I believe I do not start here. That's another thing I need to fix from our little sample round there.
We were practicing.
Yeah, practicing. Basically, the idea of the game, Dungeon Crawler, we're trying to take out those tentacles over there. The turn selection is going to be that you have 4 cards in your hand. You're going to go ahead, draw 4 of these. You're going to take one of these and play it to determine your initiative and your little player board over here. You're going to take that single card, you're going to place it into your player board. Once initiative is determined, the enemies are going to determine their initiative as well. We'll readjust the initiative track as needed. Then we're going to play a card into your row and trigger the row or column where that card is placed. As we continue placing cards, we'll potentially clear the row. We won't worry about that right now. The general idea is when you play a card, you're going to be doing a row or column of wherever you place it. So you have this kind of a choice of what symbols, what bonuses do you want to activate as you play the game. Some of those symbols are going to give you shields, which can be used defensively, but if they're not used defensively, can be used to cascade into bonuses. Then there can be focus, which adds to potential attacks or other things there. Spirit's going to allow you to move around the board when you don't have a move symbol, which is incredibly important. And then there's basically, of course, the ever-present attacking, which you can utilize to kind of kill those spine squid over there. That's the basic idea of the game.
Yeah, that's the basic core. They're going to be dropping things as we play. We get 1 free bonus action to pick those up, etc., so on and so forth.
And a whole bunch of things that will be added. We are playing the stripped-down tutorial intro scenario, so a bunch more complex of stuff. Stay to subscribe. Hit the subscribe button down below.
The base game for this is
the
base game for this is going to be an 18 chapter campaign with a full narrative arc for each one of your characters and your player grids that you start leveling up, missions that you accomplish, and side quest cards and abilities that you start gaining. And everyone has their own progression path, which is one of the unique features of the game. The other thing is going to be our prototype here has 6 chapters, and I'm doing what I can to get as many different people featured, other content creators that is, in the whole sequence or scenario of
What
chapters.
about me?
We'll get you in, maybe. I'm not honestly sure.
What if I like this?
Well, so the schedule's pretty booked out. I'm going to be hitting the road. If I can come by, we'll get you in it.
I'm dropping my Patreon subscription. By the way, he has a Patreon. You can go ahead and check that out. Link down below. You should probably do that to make up for the fact that I'm definitely leaving.
You're only in for $1.
That is
true.
That is true. That is true.
All right, let's go ahead and start doing this. Hey, we're getting set up to play and record Chapter 3 of the 6-part campaign in the prototype that we have on hand, but we wanted to jump back to Chapter 1 now and let you know a few of the things that we missed.
Yeah, basically, this whole gameplay's coming up. You'll watch it all. You'll enjoy it, hopefully.
It was a lot of
subscribe,
fun.
all
Listen,
that stuff.
It's still worth watching.
But basically, just 2 notes just worth noting. One is the center card over here. We did not include. You're supposed to start the game with a center card. We did not do so.
It gives you a standard and asymmetric power that you get to utilize throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, instead we had it in our deck, and we would get it when we got it, but you're supposed to start with that. Number 2 is the monsters when they attack. Every time a monster attacks, you flip a card, you go through the thing. We are also supposed to roll a die. In the first scenario, it's going to have a minimal impact because this die has attacks, it has hits, it has misses, and it has special powers. The starting monsters don't have special powers, so it really was just added hits and misses.
2 or 3.
Slightly added a few more hits across the course of the game. Just wanted you to know that we're playing it slightly wrong. But with that said, go ahead and
enjoy the gameplay and get ready for Chapter 3.
Okay.
We know our objective. Now, there is a weird lag here, which when I first played the game, I actually thought it wasn't necessary, and they had to clarify to me why it is necessary. It's going to be the lag of us choosing our card, placing it down face down, and then revealing to draft initiative. The reason that is important is because depending on how initiative changes here, your card doesn't have to go into the slot that you initially planned it to go into. Does that make sense?
Yes,
So you can actually change your stance mid-game instead of bullying yourself into the same kind of rigid old I
don't love some aspects. You see, we do know these spine skills are going to have an attack of 2 or 3. They're going to have a range of 3 or 4, which is relevant because if I don't move, if I plan around not moving until they move, I can escape the attack of one of them and let you take the brunt of the blow, which I'm always fine with.
Okay.
Then again, that still has potential problems, but let's go ahead.
Do you want to introduce who you're playing real quick?
Oh, I'm playing
as
Dust.
There.
The Dust, your blaze and resolve carry you alone across the great desert. You might be new to Naviri, but you're a quick learner and eager to brave your new destiny as protector of the reefs, and apparently she's a Tidal Blade because she graduated.
Yeah, I'm playing as Axel. Your mother Braze is trapped in the fold with the other Tidal Blades, and you'll do anything to rescue her. Your speed and stunts are your best allies, gifts from your life as a professional racer. Cool.
I hear you.
All right. What are you thinking?
I hear you. I'm thinking.
You already placed your card, or no?
No, this is my deck. This should be over here. Okay, I have chosen my card. I'm ready to go. Ready?
All right. Reveal.
Ready to go.
I'm not moving initiative at all.
I am going down 2 initiative.
Okay.
Then we're going to have this guy over here. These spine skills are going to go down 1 initiative.
Ooh.
Oh, so they're actually going to go after
Lucky
me
for you.
anyways. Well, I actually kind of wanted to go after them. Which is unfortunate, but it is what it is.
Okay, so it's going to start with me. I'm going to get to take and draft. Now, when I place it into the board, I kind of have to decide what other bonuses I want to get along the way.
Yeah.
I think to start with, I'm going to place it over top of this extra die. I'm going to go ahead and gain. Well, I'm actually going to start here with a 2 attack, spend 1 of my spirits to gain a range of 3. And that range of 3... we'll go ahead, I'm going to do this slightly different. I'm going to spend that 1 spirit to move 1. I want to start punching this guy.
You have a range of 3? Oh, nice. Spend a spirit.
I can't get there, can I?
You can't. No, not with one spirit.
Never mind.
Although, if you earn the spirit first, you can move.
But I don't get the full... My max capacity is 2, so I'm spending 1 now.
Can you spend 1, then upgrade to 2? Then...
I have to resolve this card in its entirety.
No, but why can't you spend 1 to move?
Okay.
Right. Then earn the 2 from this.
I could.
Then
You're
continue moving. Unless I'm missing the sequence.
Spend
Again,
2.
5 minutes of rules here. I
Nope,
didn't read the rule book anything.
I didn't even see that puzzle. So spend 2. So I'm spending down 1.
Do you mind if I off the player a bit? You want to drift a little bit that way so this guy can't
Doesn't hit you?
Yeah.
All right. Well, just because you... Stop being better at games than me, Alex.
To be fair, I'm just going to take the blow instead.
That's true. I'm getting some shields too, though, so it might actually not be bad for me to get hit by one of them.
Fair, go for it.
Let me drift where I was going.
Good tactical plan.
Okay, I am spending this last spirit in order to give myself a range. I'm going to get 2 dice, looking for hits. Now I do have focus, so I can boost these dice. These dice are going to have 3 symbols on them: a blue symbol, a rift symbol for advantage and disadvantage. We don't worry about that right now. A red symbol, which is going to be a straight hit, and a yellow symbol, which I have to spend focus in order to engage. That's going to be 3 straight damage to the large guy, dropping him down to 7 health left. And then I'm going to go ahead and move 2 of my shell shields
charge 2 of your shields.
Reveal.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead next. I'm going to take this guy over here. I think I just need to move and build up some shields because I am going to be getting some of those shields over there. I like the movement flexibility, so I'm going to drop this over here. Feels like I might be making a mistake. But, mistakes were meant to be made, he says confidently. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and grab this one over here. So I'll gain 1 focus, 1 shield, and I'm going to, well, 2 shields. I'm going to charge 2 shields over here. I'm going to go ahead and gain 1 focus and 1 over there. That's going to bump those 2 stats up. Then now that I have those 2 movement, I'm going to use my 2 spirit to go ahead and move, going 1, 2, and I'm going to tackle that green guy over there. Rolling 3 dice with my beautiful 3 dice. I'm going to go ahead and roll those. And we have...
Ooh, so great hit.
Yeah, we have 5 hits if I spend a focus. I will spend that focus. That's going to generate that. And 5 hits to the green guy.
Dropping him down to nearly dead.
Nearly dead is how I like my spine squid.
Good status. Yeah. Delicious, too, when they're nearly dead.
Toasty. Does it ever bother you to think that might be a sentient creature?
A spine squid?
Sentient creature. We're just joking about eating it.
I don't eat them. They're not kosher.
That's fair.
All right. I am... now going to act for the spine squid tentacles.
Now, this is going to be order they go in. Do they go in the order of the number, or
it doesn't really matter because they all have their own AI for how they're going to target you.
Okay.
And it's going to go on initiative track. They all act on the same initiative.
Yeah.
So they're all kind of going together.
Oh, hey, look, a round tracker.
Yeah. Oh, that makes sense. Didn't see it.
Round 1. Prototype. All
perfect. That. Well, and also us.
Yes.
So 3 damage, range of 3, and they're going to target the person who is closest,
so for the sake
available,
of ease, let's go from the
and then
number.
highest on the
Let's
track.
go with the yellow
so starting
downwards.
with yellow, it's going to target me.
Okay.
Not because we're both equal distant.
Your highest.
It's not moving to get advantage, but I am highest in initiative. So I'm going to go ahead and spend 2.
And this is 3 damage, 3 range.
Yep, I'm spending 2 to block 2 of those, taking 1 hit. And then this more powerful one down here is actually going to have a modifier of +1 to his attack. So we're getting 4 damage from him. 3, 4. I'm almost to the point where I'm taking a wound, but hopefully we're going to be able to avoid that because I'll be able to activate my health after this turn. You're going to go ahead and get hit for 3 as well.
3 damage. I'm going to have my shields charged to take that, and then we'll call that a day.
Okay, top of the round. If you have any shields left over, they'll now go over to your quantum resource. You'll check to see if you cleared any rows. You haven't. Make sure you've drawn back up to 4 cards in your hand, and we are back to determining initiative.
Okay. So, draw a card and plan for the next round. We are now in round 2. We've got to move that round tracker. We need to kill these things in 8 rounds or less.
Yeah.
8 rounds or fewer. Now, if we put something in the same row as a card, it's going to cascade stuff upwards, right?
Yes, sir.
That is a tricky decision, but that guy's basically dead. Actually, just concentrate on taking him out, right?
Might as well just punch him. You don't necessarily need to use your 3.
I know. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna just punch him in the throat.
Okay.
And you're going for what? What are you planning on?
I'm still moving down towards the big guy.
Big guy, big guy.
I might take some damage doing it, but my thought process is getting one of us can handle 2 of them, while the other person gets the fruit and kills the big guy.
I hear you.
Specifically gets the fruit.
You're making a good point.
Yep, all the fruit.
Very, very
just
compelling.
Picks up the fruit.
Very compelling.
It's not that I'm not going in that direction. Why would you insinuate that I'm going in that direction? Because there's 2 fruit down there.
I got it. Play your card. Reveal your card. I got a -1 to my initiative. We have a nothing modifier to the spine squid. And we have you going +1. So I'm going down 1. Now, who goes first if we're tied?
Well, because you went down most recent, you are going to be
first,
I believe, at the top of the tab.
Cool beans. Yep. Okay, you go ahead and go first.
All right.
Look at you, 1 initiative.
You just want to read my card here?
At the start of your turn, if you are the highest initiative track...
No, not that.
Persistent power.
No.
Cocky boasting.
There we are. That's what I was looking for.
Fair.
This feels accurate. It feels accurate. Now, the question is...
That acrobatic reach doesn't, though.
The acrobatic reach would give me range again if I wanted it. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover this up. I'm going to activate this row. I need the 2 health desperately, so I'm going to go ahead and claim that for myself. Now, if you were adjacent to me, I could heal you as well. I'm then going to go ahead and activate this for movement. So I'm going to gain 2 movement. 1, 2.
Do you get the start of turn effect?
The start of turn, if you're the highest in the initiative track, gain 1.
Now, does persistent power mean that always activates regardless of whether it's in the row?
Persistent power, yes.
Okay, cool.
Yep, it is living on the board now, so it's now activated. I'm going to take a free action to pick up a fruit from adjacent to me. That'll be used basically as currency later on. And then I'm going to activate this for 2. Oh, wait. I need to go ahead and spend that spirit to take a step down to get adjacent to him. I'm going to activate this for 2, rolling 2 dice. And let's hope I can do all the damage. None of the damage.
Not gonna happen.
Except I can spend my 1 focus, and that activates 4 damage.
Why 4?
Because 1 activates all of them.
Oh, I did not realize that. I thought it was 1 per.
2, 3, 4.
Wow.
Isn't that fun? I like the dice mitigation in this. There's a lot of stages in the dice where you get to act before, in the middle, and after they've been rolled.
So you're done with your not killing the big guy? Because if you're done with not killing the big guy, I can go ahead and kill my guy.
Did you see this?
It's Quackalope. It's delightful. Delightful.
How nice is that?
Okay, so my turn. I'm gonna go ahead and take out the small guy. I'll place
For
this
dinner,
over here.
you're like
Dinner,
long walk,
lunch. Oh, I just realized I can't overly benefit from too much of that. So what do I do? I think I'll go ahead and place this over here. And no, it doesn't really.
Can't do diagonals.
Hey!
And you sort of want
I'm
that
gonna
one to
go
be
over here.
tied with the other one. Yeah.
No, I don't want this tied. I don't.
You don't now.
Well, because that thing has 2 health left.
I'm just saying in the future, because they're both chained, they could have
Yeah,
whatever.
Hey, leave me alone.
Oh, it's not the best move.
I am going to be activating this row over here, so I'm gaining 2 shields. I'm charging 2
I
shields.
have you for the intro scenario.
I'm going to go ahead. I hate him. We're going to go ahead and bump this up over here. We will go ahead and gain another one over there because of that icon there. So we're fully charged on my spirit and my focus.
Yeah.
And then we're going to go ahead and smack that thing in the face. But you ready? You ready for it? Because I'm not ready for it. This is a 4 range. That is too much range.
Oh, what do you mean?
Range.
That's not happening,
Hey, whatever.
Wait, you're going to get
I'm
hit.
just thinking.
You already knew you were going to get hit. It's always 3 to 4 range. You knew that to start with.
I was wondering if maybe I could spend my other actions
to
move
get out
away
of the way
before it lashed.
That would
out.
actually be interesting.
You see, but I can't.
That would have been creative.
So we're going to go ahead and roll. Hopefully we'll get something because
if anyone's seen your channel,
that is 2 hits, which is exactly what I need to kill it, right?
They'll know you're not.
Good.
That one pops off the board. We are going to stick a token right down next to it, and you could use your free action to go ahead and pick up whatever comes out of that.
I'm picking it up.
You should.
Are there any bombs?
They're always good. They're
always good. Okay, I'm picking it up.
Ooh, it's a focus.
I can't use the focus.
So leave it on the floor.
Oh, I can leave it on the floor.
Let me clarify. What Hudson has told me, who's designer of this game, publisher, what he has told me is that this was pre-scripted for the scenario we were playing. When I say they're always good, I mean in the first round of the game they're always good. Can that change? I have a feeling it might. I have no idea, but it might.
I currently like this game. Let's not change that.
Okay, great.
Okay, cool. Moving on. We're going to go ahead to them.
They are going to punch you in the face for 2 and punch me in the face for, count it?
2.
2.
Okay, yep. I'll go ahead and uncharge my shields because I'm nice and charged up. Did you not charge up your shields?
I didn't do any shields.
Okay.
I gained health. I neutralized it that way.
Okay.
Don't worry, I got this.
Uh-huh.
Okay, make sure you're drawn up to 4. If you have any shields left over, they're going to swing over to your quantum reservoir.
Move on to round 3 over there. Okay.
I think this turn is the turn where I'm going to outperform you.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Likely story.
Okay. Just wait. You'll see what I mean in a second.
I don't think I will see what you mean in a second.
You will.
I don't think I will see what you mean in a second.
You will see it.
I don't think I will.
Well,
I don't know if I will.
There's a real good chance that you'll see it.
It's a real good chance that I'm going to go ahead and play this card over here and hope that they don't get initiative.
Alex.
Okay.
Could you read my card?
Outperform.
Gotcha.
Fight or flight.
Do you go up at all?
No, I don't. You go up.
And they don't either.
They don't either, which is good for what I wanted.
Interesting.
Because I want to take this guy out.
You all are really low down on that initiative track, though. You're very slow.
Hey.
All right, starting with me.
How's your health doing?
Fantastic. I can spend 2 to go ahead and gain 2 dice to this attack, by the way.
Currently. Depending on how you do things, maybe you can, but you can't currently.
I think... I really want that movement.
I like how she's like got her, like this over here.
Very stabby, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, she's very stabby. She's like, I just got a bunch of swords and I'm just going to stabby.
Outperform, cocky boasting, and this generic. This generic is going to gain me 2. Outperform, I'm not going to tie them together. I'm going to go ahead and move for 2. For a free action, I'm going to pick up a fruit.
How'd you move?
With that.
Oh, so you're not tying them?
I'm not.
Okay.
I am the top of this, though, so I will gain a spirit because of that.
Yep.
And then outperform, I'm going to go ahead and punch it for 2, and I should be able to take it down.
Hopefully. 3, boom.
No.
You don't need to.
You're right. Sold.
Okay. Down.
Out of here, please draw from the bag.
You spent your action, free action picking things up.
I'll be able to pick it up next turn as well.
That's next turn, isn't it?
After you take care of whatever this is.
I'm going to go ahead and spend a single spirit to move 1.
You think you take it out on 1 hit?
I think I could take it out on 1 hit.
7. You need 7.
Yes, I understand that, but we're going to go ahead and place this over here, and we're going to do 6 dice. You see what I'm talking about there? See what I'm talking about?
Okay.
1 extra dice over here, and 5 over
yeah.
there. That's going to be a fun little turn.
I hear.
Who's outperforming who now? If I roll poorly, it's going to be really embarrassing. By the way, this is a cooperative.
Always brag.
This is a cooperative game, just for the record.
No, always brag before you roll your dice.
Okay,
Ooh,
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Do you
want to count? Wait, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Oh,
8,
so
9,
moving
10.
on.
10 if I spent a single, but I don't need to spend.
I haven't carefully tracked rounds, but I gotta say we gained that experience.
Yes. One second. I gotta put this down over here. Another thing that I don't need, so I'm not gonna pick it up. So we'll call that a day for right now.
You hack down the last remaining tentacle, but your relief is short-lived. 2 doors burst open, and you see a group of frantic citizens threatened by more tentacles. To make matters worse, colonies of coral bugs slide off the slimy appendages and onto the dock. You'll have to work fast to save these people. Flip this map.
Okay.
So, because they've joined them this way, it means that throughout the course of the game, and if we were playing on an open table, I might just lay it flat, but throughout the course of the game, the board actually transforms while you're playing. Which I really like.
Oh, I really like it. I saw it earlier, so I was a little...
I know, you're like... When you first saw it, you were like, oh, that's really nice, I like that. And now on camera, you're like, I'm too good to be impressed by sheer gimmicks of board flippery.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and set up based off of this. So we'll need to go ahead and spawn. Place all citizens with sand-colored side face up. The numbers at the bottom do not affect placement. Citizen tokens are going to be over here.
Okay.
So we have a citizen here. We have a citizen here. That's a 4 only. Citizen pops in here. Pops down here. Another one over here. 3, 4, 4. We're going to have one kind of centered there.
So we only have 2 coral bugs to take out?
Without more players, yeah.
Okay.
And do we have tentacles?
No.
Yeah, we have spine squid tentacles.
Oh, gotcha.
One in the very center, breaking through the reef. And another one... This is going to be the black one, so the black one should actually be here, and place that red one there.
Okay. Now, you want to be giving the regular, so you sign the health. So, green's going to be at 6.
Green is at 6, okay.
Blue is at 9.
Blue is
tracking this.
okay.
Yeah, exactly. Then we have the black will be at 10.
Yep, black's at 10.
And then red's at 7.
Red is at 7. All right.
That'll track their health for the mutants and the different species.
Tentacle rules. At the end of a tentacle's turn, check their attack card for the special effect text. The text will show which citizens the tentacles have grabbed based on a citizen's number. Flip the citizen to the distressed side with the red background. If the indicated citizen is already distressed, they are pulled under. Remove them from their... Can we rescue them all?
I hope so.
Remove them from their space and place them in the deep water past the edge of the dock.
Did you read the flavor text?
I read that, yeah.
You did? Oh, I just missed it. I wasn't paying attention.
Do you want me to reread it?
No, it's all good.
Just for you?
No, it's fine.
Whisper it in your ear?
I'll watch it later
gently.
in the video.
You'll watch it later?
Yeah, then I'll scroll down and read the Spider-Man spoilers.
Don't do that.
Oh, yeah,
no, so many Spider-Man spoilers.
No.
Players may use an interact action once per turn to rescue a single citizen. Remember, you get 1 interact action per action. Place rescued citizens on the safe zone, where they can no longer be targeted by spine squid tentacles. Save as many citizens as you can. The fewer citizens that get pulled under, the greater reward you will receive. You cannot move onto or through a space with a citizen. Final objective: defeat all the spine squid tentacles while losing as few citizens as possible. New fail condition: you fail the scenario if 5 citizens or more are pulled over. So just so people know, the way this operates is that this does not have a fail forward system, but there is an option to do so if what you want to do is play through the narrative of the campaign and not have to redo certain events. Basically, in the lore, the rifts will actually pull you back in time, give you a little bit of a buff, and have you go at the puzzle with, more informed knowledge, instead of having you stumble forward. Similar to how something like Gloomhaven would work. If you fail a campaign, you restart from the beginning.
That's just gonna bug me.
What?
The 6 being upside down for a 9. Just making it easy.
What are you reading the flavor text?
No,
what are you doing?
No. I'm just
checking what I've read out loud.
Hey, it's all good. It's all good.
Now we're halfway through the video. At this point, I can become directly confrontational, and only Kevin will be upset by it.
This is you being directly confrontational. The rest of the video is nothing. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and draw up and continue the next round.
Let's do this.
Now I am disturbingly far away from where I want to be.
We need to set them. Starting initiative 3. You're also way down on that initiative track, my friend.
That can be changed.
Can it?
Maybe. I don't really know.
You're looking at your deck. No.
What's this symbol here? I don't know this one.
That symbol is going to be a charged quantum.
That means I
rift
just
ability.
charge a thing.
I don't think they're relevant right now, but I have the reference sheet right here, which tells me Quantum Reservoir. This action allows you to move one uncharged shell to your Quantum Reservoir
cool. So just give me a
now.
thing. Cool.
Although right now we don't have a lot of abilities that are tied to our Quantum Reservoir having stuff.
But they're still the basic ones.
There are the basic ones,
yeah.
yes.
Okay. Oh, that would have been cool. I like this card. Pity it just showed up now.
You know, I think... Oh, here's the bothersome thing. We don't, like, change positions or anything, do we?
No, why?
I mean, check that. Do we change positions at all?
Do we jump to, like, some... It doesn't say that we jump there.
It doesn't.
Nope.
What are we doing all the way across the dock? This is a real issue.
We need to run.
I need to move fast.
Run as fast as you can.
Oh, wow. This actually becomes a really... I've put my movement attached to two very powerful regions.
Yeah.
This becomes a very uncomfortable position to be in.
I hear you.
Yours is also there.
I understand the problems we're dealing with.
Okay. All right. Sure enough. Ready to go?
I don't know. Maybe. Okay.
1, 2, 3. Ooh, I can get close. If only I can gain. I got this.
Yeah, I can get close-ish. Okay. We're going to go ahead and start moving drastically. I'm ready to go.
Set your initiative.
I'm ready.
Flip your initiative.
I got +2.
I go up 1. You're going up 2.
And both enemies start flipping now. So we need to start clearing some of the space over here. We can move these off to the side. And we're going to flip these. Spine Skids go down 2. Coral Bugs go up 1.
Okay, Coral Bugs are going to be going ahead of you. So
I'm okay with that.
Let me see if I can pop one of them before they even activate. Now, I can't. I got to go through this gateway here instead of swimming in the ocean. So here's what I'm going to do. I am setting... all smiles right there where I already set it. Gives me a movement of 3. Heroes in 2 range may gain an extra thing. That's not going to include you. I do gain an extra spirit though because I am the top of the initiative track. And here's the movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Brings me down to 0. Go ahead and gain 2 more. 6, 7. Okay. No, 7. Free interact to rescue the citizen.
Okay.
Then activate my... this goes down to 0. And activate my acrobatic reach. Oh no! 7's going to have to be here... 7's going to have to be there so that I can activate my acrobatic reach, which gives me a range. And I would like to start trying to pop the weakest of the bunch, which is going to be the 4 over there. So, rolling 2 dice. Let's see what we can get. This is going to be 2 hits unless I spend a focus. I think I'm going to... How many things are going to give me focus? Nothing, basically. I'm going to just do the 2 hits. I'm not going to spend the focus. Now they're going to activate. Coral Bugs. They're all going to come directly for me. They are moving 2, attacking for 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Center.
Yeah.
You
shouldn't run that fast.
Well, I got there. I got there really quickly.
I got this.
Center. I'm about to die.
I got this.
Okay, so confidently I've marched forward. I'm going to get punched for a total of 4 damage from each Coral Bug. Are either of them advanced Coral Bugs? You can check on that
here,
sheet
we got
there.
the mutant one.
One of them is a mutant?
Yeah.
So I'm going to get attacked for 5 damage.
This blue one's mutant for context.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I take my first wound. This has to go onto my board, and it cannot be discarded. I don't like. All right.
Okay.
Man. Okay. This is bad. Then
I'm still just counting in my head.
it's going to be your turn, and then I'm going to get hit by both tentacles.
6, 7.
Oh,
One,
only
two,
one of the
3,
tentacles.
4, 5, 6, 7. I can't move one. Oh wait, no, it's not me. It's my turn. It's the bugs' turns.
I already moved
Oh, you
them.
move the bugs. Never
They
mind.
just beat me up.
I'm still counting in my head.
I'm bloodied and wounded.
I don't care about that.
We've seen online that you cannot count effectively.
Hey.
Do you remember the difference between 1 and 2?
Nope. I'm gonna go ahead and place this over
That
here.
gameplay isn't
Oh,
out
that's
yet.
funny. It was between 3 and 4. That was the issue.
Oh, okay,
3 and 0.
great. Well,
Between
that's much
3
more
and 4.
complicated.
Okay, it's vastly different.
Escalating.
I'm gonna go over here. We're gonna do this. This symbol over here is going to let me charge a shell into my quantum reservoir.
Yep.
This is gonna give me 3 movement, and I'm moving this away, so I'm gonna get this bonus and that bonus. So we're doing 3 movement, 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to spend 1 spirit to go ahead and move 1 further. We're going to use my free pickup to grab that over there. We'll put that down here. Then I will use this over here to gain 2 more spirit. 1, 2. The extra die is not going to help me because I don't have an attack. So we're going to call that a day on my turn. Happy to have helped you out there.
Thank you.
Time for the tentacles to act. Who do you think they're attacking?
Did you pick up a fruit?
I did pick up a fruit.
Great. Tentacles are attacking me. Only one of them can reach me, however, for a damage of 3, 1, 2, 3. We're going to take a second wound, which I'll deal with in a moment after we resolve these messages.
Special highest citizens. They're going to go ahead and flip that 10 to his distress side. We need to rescue him before he dies. Wait, why 2?
Because they're both
attacking.
attacking.
Then the second one is going to go ahead and do this one.
No.
The 9. 9 over 7.
No. It has to be within range of them.
Oh,
tentacle.
Okay.
Yeah. I believe so. Check that. Actually, check that.
Check that. Which this is a grab based on flips into his rest side. It does not say anything but range.
Does it just say 1? Okay. So maybe it is just.
And honestly, it doesn't even say more than 1. It just says a single 1.
I was thinking it was within their range. It's not targeting though. It's based on. It's
that's
special
probably
though.
hard mode. That'd be fun.
Would be fun. I also realized that I probably take 1 extra damage than I did. Oh, I don't. I didn't get attacked by that one. I'm good. Don't worry about me. Worry about me a little bit. Let's
place it somewhere. It's all good.
No, if I place it in the wrong row, it's going to trigger my column. Because it'll be a set of 3 cards, which will force things to leave. I think it's got to go there.
Do it. Do it.
This is really bad.
No, it's all manageable.
The good news is I can only get a total of 2 wounds.
And then what?
Well, then I get knocked out.
Oh, that's not a big deal at all.
Yeah.
So we now move to round 5, I believe, if not mistaken. Okay, draw a card, and let's plan around. Oh, that's such a cool card. Man. Oh, that's such a bad card.
Oh, that might be good.
So the good news is I can for sure get the 10 over there. So if you want to focus on just taking things out, I can get the 10. I think, probably.
What if I can get the 10?
Then you can get the 10 if you want, but don't you want to kill people or things or stuff?
I can murder things.
Murder.
And I'm not opposed.
What is the strongest thing on the board now? That's 6 over there, but that 3 is also not the best. That 4 is easy to take out.
Although I need to be honest, I need you to take some damage because I cannot take any more. Yeah, we're going with this. No matter what, we're going with this.
Just run away then, because I can only do so much right now. I don't know what I can do to get there first. I guess I can try to play this to get there first.
Do you have an initiative boost?
I do. It's
not
it's not necessarily what I'm going for, but I could do the initiative boost if that's what you want me to do. It might not be the worst because it does get me a bit of an escalation towards moving towards you. It does mean I'll do that, but that's not the end of the world either. I can do initiative. I can do that, I guess. I can. Okay, cool. I'm ready. I got you covered. I got you, boy.
Okay.
Ready?
Let's do it.
I got +2 initiative.
+2 as well.
Okay.
So I'm going ahead of you, but you're going up.
The enemies, we should flip
beetle
these.
creatures.
We have 2 highest citizens on the spine squid tentacles, so we need to make sure we get that highest one, otherwise it's going to be distressed and go under.
And 2 up. Okay. So,
Corebug's only doing 1 damage, that's the good news.
Here's what I've done. I've engaged a lot of movement. And I'm placing it right here. I have 3 movement. I could have
5 movement, or you could chain for an attack.
Get one of these. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. You could start with a chain attack. Pop something, and then go 1, 2, 3. I'm still in range of at least one of them, but I think I will survive. Okay, here's what we're doing. We're going to do an attack of 4 dice. Do I go for 9 damage right now?
No. Do this. Just take them out one at a time. Just get it manageable. You also draw fun things from the bag. Remember that? If you want fun things? Actually, you only have 1 free interactive turn, and we need to save it.
I'm saving people.
So,
I'm going for the green. I think I have to. It's too risky. That will wipe out the green.
4 damage.
Which was very necessary, and it just did it.
Freebie thingy drops.
Yeah, I'm not going to pick it up, though. 1, 2, 3.
What is something cool?
And I'm rescuing...
Ooh, look at that. Squishy food.
Rescuing the 10.
Kind of want the squishy food, don't you?
I do, but that is a grandmother.
Are you sure?
A little fish grandmother.
Could be your granddad.
Her name's Patrice, and she bakes bread.
Isn't it Beatrice?
I'm a little offended that you actually don't
Beatrice?
know. No, it's Patrice.
It's not Patrice.
It's her name.
It's Beatrice.
I know the lore of this game better than you do.
I'm the one who mispronounces things, but that was bad. Alright, my turn. My turn, right? Yeah, I'm going to go ahead next. I will go ahead and take this. Now, if I place this into a card row, I activate the full row and then it discards?
I love how you're saying I'm mispronouncing it when we weren't reading anything.
I know, but nonetheless. Do you discard this row now?
Don't talk to me.
Right? That's how it works?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'll go ahead. Now what happens because of the fact that there's a column, this never gets discarded, so it doesn't really matter.
Never goes. But if I fill in 3, there's still 3 cards.
A second ago this was filled. Does that discard it this time? Or we're not sure? Okay.
It absolutely does. Any row or column of 3 clears.
Gotcha. So I'm going to go ahead this way so I can still have fun things. Maybe I'll go this way, because that will allow me to do my same 2 movement and have a 5 attack, which I think is reasonable. So we'll go ahead and we got 2 movement from this one over here, which we will utilize to go. Do I have enough to actually go as far as I want? 1, 2, 3, 4. I may not have properly done this properly.
Do you ever?
Hey, unnecessary. I will go ahead and go 1, 2 for my first part. Then I will apparently spend this 2 movement because I otherwise can't do what I want. Going 1, 2, and then rescue that as my free action. So we got another one rescued.
Couldn't you just use your...
I could, but I won't be able to attack if I want. Then I'm going to spend my last 1 to go ahead and close the distance on this guy over here. So I can go ahead and smack the big tentacle guy.
Okay.
I'm going to smack the big tentacle guy with only 3 dice as opposed to the 5 I wanted. But hey, you can't always get what you want.
A gentle smack.
You can't always get what you want.
But you can try sometimes.
But you get what you need. I will go ahead and spend
a
single focus and deal 5 damage to it.
Down to 2.
And we will go ahead and...
and you're defending me.
Sort of.
I love it.
Speaking. I mean, it is about time I took some damage. And that will be my turn. We're going to clear this row.
None so far.
Take this.
You've been very... Okay.
You've been precocious.
Coral bugs are going to move to you.
Yep. 1 coral bug moves 3 if possible, and then it goes ahead and slaps me for 1.
Yep.
Hey, damage. That hurts.
Tentacle is going to hit you for 2.
That's going to be another 2 damage. Boom, boom.
And 7 is going to flip over, and 6 is going to flip over.
And then we advance to round 6. Go ahead and advance the counter. Draw up. Okay. And we will continue the round.
I think the recipe is murder.
Murder, She Wrote?
It's a book.
Yeah, from Beatrice.
TV show?
Okay.
Story?
Dun, 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 dun. Well, that could be useful. I'd love to give you that kind of help over there. That's the kind of teamwork we're looking for. Now, we care more... If we have to kill the spine squid tentacles while losing as few citizens as possible. Now, I don't think we're taking out the spine squid tentacles this turn, which means we kind of want to rescue the citizens, right? Can we both get to the citizens?
It's not a bad idea. I could get to one of them.
I can get to one as well.
Which one can you get to?
This one.
Well, that's probably the same one I can.
Okay, and we can't go through... I can get to...
If you pop a hole...
I can get to this one, too. I can get to this one.
Okay.
I can.
Now, that's assuming that we both have high initiatives.
Yeah, no, I can get to that one. I mean, it's not going to go ahead. All I have to do is not modify my initiative, right? If I don't drop my initiative, let me just give me a second.
I'm already ready.
Give me a second.
You can have.
Am I taking out one of these creatures?
1,000.
Am I taking out these creatures?
Second's been had.
Are we trying to kill?
Why are you still talking?
Who's trying to kill the red thingy?
Both of us?
Are you trying to kill the red thingy? Because I can save my attack for the other thingy.
I wasn't, but I could.
So I'll take out the red thingy.
Honestly, I was just gonna run around and not attack anything.
No, really?
Well, no.
Should I take out the red thingy or not? That's my question.
Yes.
Okay, so if I'm attacking the red thingy, then it makes more sense for me to play this. That's my only question. That's why I'm asking you. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this. Ready? Flip it over.
It's been more than 1 second.
Hey, that's because you were not being cooperative.
Fight or flight is my card.
Okay. We're going to modify the coral bugs down by 2, the spine squids up by 1. I won't change it all because I'm trying to go up 1.
I'm not changing it all either.
Although I wonder if technically I go ahead of you.
You do go ahead of me.
Okay.
For the first time
Woohoo!
ever.
Now who's talking?
I remember last time that happened, and I haven't caught you since.
Okay. I will place this defend card. I definitely want the defense. The question is, if I want the movement, because the movement's going to be helpful. I'm trying to get down there, right? So I guess that's what we're doing. So I'm going to go ahead and place this down here. I'm going to be clearing my board entirely, which does not sound like a good idea, but it's necessary to what we want.
I'd love to clear my board entirely.
We're going to go ahead and activate this one over here to generate another charged shield into my quantum realm over there. We're going to go ahead and move 3. That's going to be... Well, before we move 3, I'm going to do an attack of 2 on this red guy over here.
Okay.
So attack of 2. We just need to get 2 hits, right? That's all we need? All we need?
Not too grateful.
Okay, that's not a problem
You're gonna have to
because
pay it.
I will spend it, and boom, it's dead, gone.
Nice.
It does drop something on the floor, which is awesome because I've been looking for that. Right there, that's what I've been looking for.
No berry!
But I'm probably going to try to rescue
It's
this.
a very slimy berry.
Then we're going to move 3. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. We're going to interact with the citizen to rescue it.
Beautiful.
I have another 2 movement, which I will... Ooh, I could use 2 shields, which I think is relevant because this guy's going to attack me. So I'm going to go ahead and charge 2 shields instead of using 2 movement. And then down here, I do get to charge a single spirit. And I think that is my entire turn.
Okay. I am going to activate. I'm going to spend 1 to move forward. Then I'm going to go ahead and utilize a sword attack of 2 against blue. Popping blue in his gob.
For 2.
It's going to be 2. So,
That's
1,
not
2.
too large.
Then I'm going to do a movement of 2. 1. Oh no. 1. There's no way for me to reach the thing I thought I could reach. 1, 2.
Is this one of those times where we're just going to die because you didn't plan it out properly?
No,
Couldn't you have placed your card differently?
No, there's no other movement, you see.
Which did you do? Did you do acrobatic reach?
I did this one.
Why couldn't you have just
Nothing
placed
else.
it over here?
Nothing else has... Well, I kind of wanted the health, but I suppose I could have.
You want the health over saving a citizen?
Yeah, no,
it's grandma.
I could have.
Beatrice's
I'll
neighbor.
gain 2. I'll move again. I'll save Grandma.
Okay.
Although I'm a little resentful and she owes me cookies.
Cookies are delightful.
She owes them to me now.
Okay. Move the round 7. Okie dokes. Let's
I don't
go
know if the
ahead.
8-round condition was...
I am wondering.
It's got to
about
be
the 8
everything.
round.
It's got to be the whole thing.
No. Oh, maybe. Ooh,
Yeah.
That's an interesting question.
It's not. It's definitely not.
Complete the scenario. Yeah, this is the full scenario. Yeah, there we go.
Because we're on the edge of good victory now.
Yeah, because this, I was going to say that otherwise that 8-round thing did not make sense. Cool.
Well, let's see if we can close it.
Yeah, and then scenario bonus. It's definitely the full scenario.
We win if we destroy the all the spine squids.
And honestly, the 8 rounds might be close because that, I don't know if I can take this out in a single round. I got an empty board here.
There's a lot of damage to be dealt.
So 8 rounds is probably makes sense because I think we're going to do it in round 8. I don't think we're doing it in round 7. Okay, so we go ahead and we draw our cards. We do our thing. Oh, lowest citizen gets flipped.
It does mean we're really good, though.
And we're excellent.
Yeah, I've heard that about us.
Are you
before.
bragocious? What's the word for it again? Where's your card? Oh, you lost it because you discarded your row.
Don't you?
Where's your humble brag now?
Don't you talk to me?
Okay, so I have good news. Do you want the good news?
I can do a ton of damage.
Oh, I can do a ton of damage.
I can do more damage.
I can do more damage.
You want to prove it?
Do you? How does it work with this attack? This is with that attack and that
It's
attack.
separate ones, which
Two
means
separate?
you
Why is
have because you have to spend boost
Is
to.
that the only difference?
Yes.
It's okay. Okay.
I mean, it might get more complicated in the future, but the core is
Yeah.
you have to choose when you
my
spend boost
shields. I did not resolve the attack.
Well, you
forgot
should.
to
You
do
should.
tentacle
You
attack.
should have done that.
Tentacle and that guy too. We just completely skipped all that.
I don't know why.
Okay, so this guy is going to go ahead and attack me for 2. My shields will uncharge, and then this one over here will go ahead and move 1.
He's not hitting anyone.
He's not hitting anyone, which is good because that 3 attack is scary. Okay,
He's slobbering all over a very slimy.
I think I will go ahead and choose
Mango.
this card. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Okay, I chose a card. We're going to go ahead and shuffle this up. You want to go ahead and reveal your card, draw for the coral bugs.
Yeah, I do. Dropping by 2 initiative.
And we are
Flipping,
dropping by 2 on the spine squid,
Adding
which
by 2 initiative.
the spine squids are dropping down by 2, which is beautiful.
They trade
I
positions.
am going down by 2 as well.
Okay.
Okay.
The bug's going to go first. The bug is going to target. You came down after me, so it is targeting you because you're actually the higher initiative technically. Moving down and squelching into your zone for an attack profile of 2.
I'll take the damage because, you know, I'm actually not almost dead. Like you. You're almost dead.
I have 2 fruits.
You're almost dead. Okay, that's the bug over there. It's
We were
now
all
my
going as
turn.
slow as you. We wouldn't be so close to victory.
You know what?
Who are you murdering?
I'm going to be murdering... Well, first of all, I'm going to inherently interact with this guy and save him. Because
Awesome.
I see no reason not to do that.
Yep.
Then from there, I will then spend 1... I need to figure out exactly how I'm doing this, but I'm at least spending 1
You
to
have an attack
move-
of 4?
I'm doing more damage. I guarantee it.
He's
I
not
guarantee
doing
it.
more damage, but that's
Remember
a
that
great card. That's a
Remember that
fantastic
conversation?
card. Yeah.
Okay,
No,
but
no,
I do
I'm
take a
gonna have
damage
total
for
attack.
each of those that I roll.
Ton of attack.
But I'm pretty sure I just want the extra. I need focus. Oh, I need focus. Okay, so I'm gonna go here because I get the focus over here. So I'm gonna generate 2 focus. In
Double
case things
focus.
Go poorly.
5
Then
dice.
5 dice.
What a beautiful stripe. Yeah. And I say that as I watch his glistening body curve across the shoreside mist. Reflections of the rays just sprinkling through his hair. You got a new haircut today.
I feel mildly uncomfortable.
So nice haircut. We did. We both got
Beautiful.
new
Wonderful.
haircuts today.
Right,
I went to
roll
Great
the dice.
Clips.
And we have 1, 2, 3, 4 hits, 5, 6 hits if I spend a focus, which I most certainly am. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Not
6.
there.
It will take 1 damage from that over there, but that's 6 hits to the big guy.
Yeah, not there.
Well,
You had one job.
Let's see what you do.
I'm gonna murder it. I'm placing this down here.
We don't even need to kill the coral bloke, are they?
I am going to spend this to move 1. We don't need to kill the coral bug?
No, it's not on the scenario rules. Scenario rules say, final objective, defeat all the spine squid tentacles. Doesn't say to kill...
Well, then I'm going to take your glory from you and kill the spine squid. I'm going to spend another one to go ahead and add myself some range. Actually, I think it's range only for that attack.
It's probably only range only for that attack.
I would assume. Wouldn't you assume that?
But maybe you could roll well. You just need 3 hits. You can do it.
That's not bad.
You
I'm
can
going
do
to
it.
spend it.
It would be pretty cool if you get it.
Oh.
Do it. Do it. Well then. That's mildly uncomfortable. 2 hits. So down to 1. That's just not enough, is it?
Now I'm doing an attack of 5. Actually, I only moved. I could move 2 more and do a final attack of 3.
3. You can go for it.
Guess what, jokester? Still murdered.
Boom.
Still murdered. Still dead. I did that.
In 7 rounds.
In 7, edge of 7 rounds, yeah.
Yeah.
Go and read our victory condition.
Oh, victory condition. Victory condition.
Other
Over here.
side.
You saved the day.
Yeah, I did.
Everyone safe.
Him-
Kaiman puffs, carrying 2 shivering fishfolk on his back. I think that was the last one, Dust says, wiping slime off her sword. A group of hunters skids past the group, chasing the retreating spine squid with watercraft-mounted harpoons. The entire dock is a mess. Fruit stalls are destroyed, and there's spine squid and coral bug slime everywhere. This attack is greatly unusual, Eco says. The recent fold
The recent fold perturbations.
There we go. Must be responsible to some degree. Well, usual or not, I think the closing term is like perturb.
Perturbations.
But I don't know the word perturbation.
The word is it's burbalus. The word is burbalus.
The recent fold must be responsible to some degree. Well, usual or not, I think the closing ceremonies are cancelled, Dust sighs. We should head back to the Citadel. We need to be at the fold edge by morning. Scenario bonus. Congratulations, you've driven off the colossal spine squid and protected the citizens of Naviri. Gain bonus XP and fame based on your performance. Citizens lost 0.
Friggin' 4 XP.
Also, gain the bonus
Fame
or
of 2.
penalty from the round track based on what round you finished the scenario. We gain an extra XP.
Extra XP.
Give each player the power card for the character marked with a starting initial and 2 example. D2 for Dust. Where's my card? I want my card.
It's gonna be in. I have this stack here for me.
Can you find D2 for
Well,
me?
you have a stack as well somewhere.
D2. Okay, I have DF. Just plain old D2. Here we go. Trent Perry. We got this. 3 and then 1. When you're attacked by just an enemy, it loses 1 health for each. Ooh, I like that.
Oh, you
Ooh, I
become
that.
like
Cool.
a duelist.
Deflecting.
Yeah.
On your hero sheet.
Riposet.
On your
That's
hero.
the word.
Riposte.
No, it's Riposet.
Riposet. No, we're both horribly wrong.
If you've made it to this, leave a comment down below.
Is it riposte?
Clearly
Riposte?
displaying exactly how you phonetically pronounce Riposet.
It's not Riposet.
It's Riposet.
It's not Riposet.
Well, then it's Riposte, like you said.
Paste. I think it's neither, honestly. On your hero sheet, mark the first square of the power card section under skills. This allows you to shuffle 1 power card into your deck at the start of the scenario, in addition to the power card you place in your grid. So a little bit of a leveling up and
Yep.
you get over here. Mark any fruit you gathered and did not use during the scenario onto your hero sheet, then return it to the supply. This fruit is now saved and cannot be used in subsequent scenarios. You'll be able to use it to purchase items and new action cards and to heal battle scars when you return to Naviri after scenario 3.
Yep.
Wound track. Mark 1 space on your wound track for each wound in your grid, then return all wounds to the supply. So you actually have like permanent wounds.
I have too, yeah.
Oh, that's so sad for you.
And permanent wounds turn into permanent scars.
That's so sad for you.
Look at.
Why does this feel like a competitive
just
game?
read this for a second.
Fearful Run. When drawn, place on your Nexus grid. When activated, discard if you pay what's it called thingy Spirit and 2 health. Fun.
I'm tormented by the past.
When the 5th space in red is marked in a wound track, you must add a random battle scar to your deck. When you're ready for your next adventure, advance to Chapter 2, which apparently will be played with somebody else. Thank you very much.
That is your very first look at Tidal Blades. Now, there is a chance we will actually replay this first scenario when we start our epic campaign with a bunch of other people.
I'm not. I'm diving straight into the next one.
But you and I may end up going a little bit farther. So, any first initial gut check impressions?
Yes, very much so. First initial gut check impressions. First of all, art, lore, all those things beautiful, but I had no qualms about that. I would say that where I am with this right now, and it's my first introduction to the game, is it has a bit of a classic dungeon crawler-esque aspect of things. You move around the board, attack things, roll dice, all those things are fun. I really like this row. Now, I like it a lot in Monumental too. Monumental has a similar, different system, but Monumental has a similar idea of deck building where you have a cascading row, you activate a row and column.
Monumental isn't a dungeon crawl, though.
Not a dungeon crawler. Very different game. But I like this system in Monumental, and I really like the aspect of first slowly trying to figure out which bonuses you want as you go through it, and then from there, building out your actual cards and trying to figure out this escalation of power that eventually closes off as you have to get rid of your cards and then expand and contract. Really like that system. My one hesitation so far from what I've seen, is the scaling, is the difficulty. But then again, tutorial scenario.
This was groundwork 1, which is if they spend 1, maybe 2 scenarios like Jaws the Lion does to teach me without making me read everything.
Yeah. If this is designed to be an intro scenario to guide you through things, and it's not like this is a complete walk in the park, you did come close to dying.
I was on the edge of it, yeah.
For me, I think the only real question I currently have is just how does that difficulty scaling go?
You want there to be enough challenge that you feel like there's a puzzle you can solve, but because it doesn't have fail forward, it also has to be accomplishable.
Yes.
So that balance is, I agree, it's a hard thing to strike.
I'm curious how that goes.
And I think they can do it.
But past that, I really liked it. It's just fun.
Typically, the balance for me comes down to a overwhelming amount of playtesting, and Skybound, Druid City, they have a big enough team that they can knock that out of the park.
Yeah, but I like it. Fun miniatures, a simple execution, lots of powers and abilities in the ways, like I want to build my character out, I want to continuously build my deck over here.
Every character builds different, too.
Yeah, our characters felt different in the way they did things. Yeah.
Yeah, and right now this was just the base of them.
Very cool.
Thank you for watching. That's going to be your first look at Tidal Blades 2. Alex, this comes to a crowdfunding platform, I believe Kickstarter.
I assume so.
Comes to a crowdfunding platform on 2/2/22. February 22nd, 2000.
It's funny because January 11th, 1/1/1 is also a Tuesday, so a whole lot of Kickstarters launching on 1/1/1/1.
So this is going to launch. Tidal Blades 2 is coming out
February 22nd, 2/2/22 at 2:22 p.m.
Oh, that would actually be near perfect.
I don't think so.
I mean, but now they should.
Now they should.
Thank you for joining us. Leave a comment down below. How do you say riposet?
I'm gonna do this.
I'm gonna cut it off before you actually discover it.
That's okay.
I mean, they're not gonna get the satisfaction of being proven right.
No, there's no way.
No, it's definitely
Repost.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Riposte.
It's riposet.
Repost.
How do you spell it?
Riposte.
Yeah, riposet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Clearly.
Cool.
You're wrong.